Hello YouTube, we are in for a Q&A today. I put one up on my Instagram yesterday and got a few questions that I'm going to answer for you. So yeah, just sit back and relax and enjoy. Got myself a tea obviously. I mean, is it just me or like every time you're about to sit and have a call or anything, go make a cuppa? If you're British, you'll understand. But yeah, I'm going to get in with the questions now guys, so thanks to those of you that asked. First question is, what to do when you fall off track? How do you stay motivated? Okay, so falling off track. I mean, the best thing is literally just to get back on it. Like, if you fall off track, the worst thing that you can do is just keep on down that slope. So don't feel that, you know, you might have had one bad day or one bad weekend and all your progress is gone. Like, trust me, it is not, because those days or weeks before that you worked your ass off, they are the times that are going to count. So yeah, I mean, sometimes it is just about like sucking it up as well. Like, oh dear, you know, I've done this now, but in terms of motivation, I mean, it's not going to always be there. The best thing that you can do is just, this is what I do, even when I'm not feeling like it, I will just do it anyway. Sometimes it's just about being on autopilot, and what helps with that is really just forming daily habits. You know, so for example, I never used to stretch, and now to make it work for me, I do it in the evening before I go to bed, and that's just like almost like ritualistic now. It's part of my evening routine, so it just happens. So that's what I'd say really. Start setting yourself a routine that you can realistically stick to, and then when you know things come into play and things fall off track and you feel like you have, you know, fallen off the wagon a little bit, just get straight back on it and get back into your habits and get back into your routine. And that's all I can say on that one. Okay. How's prep going? Nice general me question. Prep's actually going really well. Yeah, I mean, in terms of my enjoyment of it, in terms of my energy levels, you know, my food's still like at a good level. And yeah, I'm just enjoying it. That's the main thing. Like, if you're gonna do a prep, you should be enjoying it at the end of the day. You know, it should be something that you want to do, and that's how I feel really. I'm really excited to step on stage. Like, I can't wait to sort of, you know, start thinking more about my bikini and like my jewellery and things like that. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, it's just going really well. That's all I can say really, because I'm actually enjoying it this time. What shows are you going to be doing? So shows, I've got, my first one's going to be at the Fit Expo in Liverpool, so I'm super excited for that. I just wanted to make a bit of a weekend of it, so got a couple of my like best friends coming to watch me, but basically they're going to come for the weekend, and we're going to, you know, get an Airbnb in Liverpool, and we're gonna go to the expo on the Saturday, and then I'm competing on the Sunday, so it's gonna be a really fun weekend. And then the following weekend I've got the Saxon Classic, which is PCA, and it's like, that's their first ever show they did was the Saxon Classic, so it's gonna be a big show, it's gonna be exciting. And then I'm just gonna see basically from those two federations, like if I do well, like, and then I'll start to think about finals if appropriate. So like, we'll just see. Do you do ab workouts? Yep, I do. I know there's a bit of like kind of differing opinions on whether like bikini girls need to train abs, like, but my opinion is absolutely. Like, the one big thing that I didn't do on my last prep was train abs / never. I never used to, and I just obviously when I lean down, people say abs are made in the kitchen. Abs are just like any other muscle, so you know, you wouldn't expect to have like good shoulders if you didn't train shoulders. It's the same really, so you're not going to have defined ab muscles if you've not trained those muscles. You know, you will shred down and there'll be nothing there, which is basically what happened to me. I just had a flat stomach, so this time I want to actually see some lines. It's one of the things I noticed when I got backstage last time. All the other girls had like nice little six packs, and then there was just me like So yes, I do train abs. I do 2 sessions a week basically. I do 3 sets of 20 on 2 different exercises, so like there'll be one to target the lower abs, so I'll do like leg raises or something, and then one to target the upper abs, so crunches for example, and I'll just do those 2 exercises, 3 sets of 20 each time, twice a week. And it's always, I do it on a rest day because I want energy. I want to be able to put my like energy into abs as well and do it properly. And if I was finding that I used to do it after like a pull session, after a leg session, and I just had no energy left, and it was never that good. So yes, I do train abs twice a week, and I'm hoping that'll be enough for me to actually see something this time. Okay, next question. How do you stay motivated during home workouts? I don't. That's the answer, I don't. I mean, yeah, people think like they watch your stuff or they see you always training religiously and they think you're motivated. Like, one thing that you need to know is that like motivation is not what's going to get you the results. What's going to get you the results is just discipline and, like I said before, routine. So like it is just a fact of my routine that I will do a push session on a Tuesday, I will do legs on a Wednesday, I will do pull on a Saturday. You know, that's my routine. So God, I hate home workouts. I'll be honest with you, I do. I can't wait to get back in the gym. But I've got to make my home workouts as challenging and as intense as I possibly can, because I've chosen to do a competition and I want to get on stage in July, and I need to cling on to muscle while I'm in a deficit. So I will absolutely work as hard as I can in those home workouts. I'm not motivated. I just do them, and that's the truthful answer. But all I'll say is, like, things you can do to make it better. So dress yourself nicely, like do your hair a little bit, maybe put a bit of makeup on. I've like started doing that now. Like, I was just feeling so rubbish in lockdown all the time, like always just like rolling out of bed and like tying my hair back and putting a pair of joggers on. So, you know, I'll actually put some nice gym clothes on, and maybe even some Converse as well, like the shoes that I'll wear in the gym. Feel like you're going to the gym even though you're not. Feel like, you know, you're really taking that workout seriously. Put a belt on for your leg stuff, you know, like do things that make you feel like you're actually doing a really serious workout, because at the end of the day, home workouts can be really challenging. So treat them like that, treat them with respect, and like just go into it and smash it. Like, that's all I can say. You know, there's little things that you can do. Get a sick playlist going. I always have my intro workout still, so I feel like you know, I've got my intro, I'm ready to smash a session. And if it's the weekend, you'll see me with my rain and I'm buzzing. Oh, that's actually good to mention rain. For the next question is, are you still on no caffeine? How are you finding it? Okay, so I don't have caffeine during the week. I should say, for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I gave up caffeine when we hit into the third lockdown, just because I realised, why am I drinking like 2 cups of coffee in the morning? Like, I'm working like at home. I don't have a demand to have a lot of energy. What I need to be doing is sleeping properly and having a good sleep, and you know, then I don't need caffeine. Psychologically as well, you sometimes feel like you want that cup of coffee, so I'll have a decaf. I've just been drinking decaf coffee, decaf tea, and yeah, basically I just don't have caffeine during the week. It helps my sleep. You know, just my general performance. I feel like, wow, I'm so awake right now, and it's because I've had a good night's sleep and this is my energy. And then say if there is a night where I've had a bad night's sleep, I've maybe been lying in bed overthinking things, that's the days when I will have like a cup of coffee. Very, very rarely, maybe like once a fortnight, let's say, during the week, I'll have a cup of coffee, and I'll feel great, and it works because, you know, I've lowered my tolerance like massively to caffeine, and then so on the weekends I'll treat myself because I know that I'm training in the morning, and I'll have a rain and I feel on fire and it's a sick session. So basically I just knew that going into prep, I'm going to get to a point in prep where I'm tired all the time and I'm desperate for caffeine, and then that's when I'll start maybe having it more often, possibly every day, and I'll be a lot less tolerant to it, so it'll really hit me, and that's what I need. So that's kind of another reason why I've done it. So yeah, basically I'm finding it great. I'd recommend it to anyone. You'll be surprised at how little you actually need caffeine when you come off it. Like I said, a lot of it's just down to like wanting a cup of coffee, wanting a cup of hot liquid, and it's habitual. You always have a coffee in the morning, so whether you really, really need one or not, you'll have one. If you just stop doing it, like, you'll notice. And I can't say like I didn't really experience any headaches or anything either, to be honest. So, you know, you might be different, and if you are, I'd suggest weaning off it slowly. But other than that, I highly recommend it, and it's been great. Couple more questions. So do you do one-to-one PT? No, I don't. I suppose that's something that maybe confuse a lot of people, because I did used to, and you know, if you look at my Instagram, it probably appears that I do, just because of like some of my content, maybe my Instagram handle. I don't do one-to-one anymore. I didn't want to work out of a gym anymore. I didn't want to train people in person anymore. it just wasn't for me. I won't go into the ins and outs of it because I know it's a fantastic job for a lot of people, and I don't want to put it down or anything. It just wasn't for me. But I do online. So obviously when I left the gym, I had already built up quite a lot of online clients just from like my Instagram and people in the gym that maybe didn't want like one-to-one PT, but they just wanted a program. So, and they just kind of continued with me. But yeah, so in terms of training, it's a lot more beneficial, I think, for both parties. Online, obviously, I've got my own online coach. There's a lot that you can get from it. So yeah, I mean, if you are like looking to train with me or take any of my advice and work with me, honestly, you know, it's a good move because you've got the accountability there. You've got like a plethora of knowledge, you know, that I've built up over the years. You learn how to train properly. I am going to start as well putting some technique videos on this channel, so I'll start dropping them soon. You know, how to do certain exercises, which I would like as well to have those exercise videos to send to my clients, because usually I just send them like a video that I've found of someone doing the exercise. I want it to be of me instructing through it, so that'll be all on soon as well. But yeah, I mean, I find that online coaching is just the way forward, basically. So yeah, if you're interested, please send me a message. I'm like more than happy to consider certain people to work with, depending on what your goals are. You know, if you are looking to maybe build some muscle, lose some fat, just learn what you're doing in the gym, learn a lot more about your nutrition and how to like fuel your sessions, then honestly, like it's a great thing to do. So just get in touch. How do you deal with hunger in a deficit? Good question. So yeah, this is the last question actually, so we'll end it here. But how do you deal with hunger in a deficit? You just have to know that you're going to be hungry, and it's okay. It's okay to be hungry. You're eating less than your body wants, so your body's going to tell you, I want more food. You're going to be hungry. You just have to get used to it. And you know, there's certain things you can do, like having a hot drink to sort of fill you up a little bit. I'll still have like I did this on my last prep, but have diet drinks like diet sodas. I have like Coke Zero and stuff like this. It's a bit gassy, but it just fills you up. It fills that hole in the middle of the day. And I would just say spread your meals out as well. Like really spread your meals out. So if for me it works to have like 6 meals a day, like little meals. So I know that every couple of hours, like 2 to 3 hours, I've got another meal coming. You know, so if I'm starting to get hungry and I've got like an hour before a meal, I know I've still got another meal coming, and it's gonna like fill me up a little bit. But just know that you are going to be hungry between meals. You are going to need like more food than what you're giving yourself, so you will feel that hunger. But it depends why you're doing it. And for me, I've got an obvious goal at the moment, so for me it's the hunger's worth it. If I'm hungry, I know that I'm making progress. I know if I'm hungry, it's because I'm going to be getting shredded, which is great. So if you've got a goal and you want to achieve it, you just have to feel a little bit hungry. And there's just ways around that, you know, hot drinks, diet drinks. I've got my little 10-calorie Hartley's jellies, which fill a really desperate hole when I really am quite hungry on a rest day. But yeah, there's loads of things you can do like that. So, but mainly it's just knowing that you're going to feel a bit hungry, and that's okay. That's normal. So yeah, that's it really, guys. Thanks for your questions. I'll probably do another one of these in like a few weeks' time, you know, when I'm more shredded and I'm deeper into prep, and there's like, you know, more things that you might want to know about how it's going potentially. But always just message me if you have questions as well. Like, there's nothing too silly to ask. You know, I'm always happy to help. That's what I'm here for. So yeah, and like I said, I'll be dropping a lot more technique videos soon. So stay tuned for those as well. And yeah, I think the next video, apart from a few technique ones, will be a rest day, full day of eating, because I know you guys like your full days of eating. So I'm going to give you what you want to see. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for following the channel. Thanks to all the new subscribers as well. Don't know where you're coming from, but you know, it's really appreciated. So let's just keep doing this. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So ciao for now.